It's my intention with this content I'm creating to be my authentic self, to bring value to you watching it. And a part of that is sharing with you where I've messed up. And last week, I shared that I've been doing a lot of dance cardio because dance cardio is a game changer. I do believe that, but if there is a large expense with that dance cardio, maybe it's not the best idea to do it every single day. Rachel, maybe not. Maybe that's not a good idea. I think I was doing a little too much. And even though I felt great, it wasn't until this week, which was my beautiful, lovely, always look forward to it, ovulation week, that everything came to a screeching halt. Suddenly, I felt exhausted. I felt hungrier than ever. I felt more bloated than ever. I felt crankier than ever. All these things hit me at once, and it reminds me of a therapist that once told me, never make any life decisions when you're hormonal. And I was on the verge of pulling the plug on Tracy Anderson. I found myself reaching out to fellow Tammers, asking them, do you ever doubt the method? Do you ever have fluctuations? One day I feel great and love the way I look. The next day I don't love the way I look. Have you experienced this? And turns out everyone I reach out to has experienced this. And then even more turns out Tracy must have been in tune with my mind, and maybe I'm on a Truman Show or something, but that's exactly what she talked about in her latest post-mat class chat, where she shares her insights and kind of tips for the week. Of course, it's with Online Studio, but if you don't have Online Studio, I can sum it up like this. Tracy shared that she doesn't feel like her abs are popping every day, but she's usually 2 days away from feeling fantastic. And she also shared that, you know what, we've learned this when we're young, but we shouldn't be comparing ourselves to other people. So when you're looking at the Tam goddesses on Instagram, wondering why you don't look like that, it's probably not helping you. And then lastly, she really relayed the importance of taking other things into account that are outside of working out. Working out is one major area of your life and your quality of life, but there's other things too. What you're eating, how you're sleeping, how you're stressing, all of those things matter. So I've put so much focus on working out and working out my way into a fantastic body. I don't think that works for me. I know I've made this mistake many times, but this is a reminder for myself. This is a reminder for you if you need it. That's only one element. I'm going to share with you some tools I'm going to be adopting and what I've learned to help me course correct. I was going so hard recently, and I reached this week where suddenly I got really tired, and it had me questioning everything. Instead of just pointing at the method and blaming the method, maybe there's other areas of my life I need to look at. So one of the things I deal with is consistent bloat. I feel like I'm always bloated. So much so, I was talking to my fiance about it, and he said, you know what, maybe you want to talk to a dietitian or talk to somebody who can specialize in that and help you figure out what's going on. And fortunately, I have a TAM friend. Her name is Amanda. I'm going to link her Instagram. I'm going to be working with her to do some diagnostics, to do some tests to see what could be causing that, because it's something I've dealt with for a really long time, and I really want to get to the bottom of it. In addition to that, given hormones, I think really played into this, my younger sister recommended the Flow app. She said that it's really helped her get to know her cycle and really to understand her body in general, and always open to her suggestions because she always recommends the best stuff. I downloaded the app. It's $40 a year, and I have learned more than I ever realized I even wanted to learn. So if you've ever used a cycle tracker app, up until this point, I've used the one that's on the iPhone, just the standard health app. You know that you can log your symptoms and you can look back at previous months to see if you've had those symptoms before. And for me, bloating, of course, is always consistent. And the Flow app even shared, hey, what could you be eating that could be contributing to this? So instead of just thinking, oh wow, I reach this point every time in my cycle, instead it gives you some constructive feedback for things you can do to reduce that bloat. And it shares some common bloating foods, which eggs, avocado, and wheat, and even gluten-free wheat were all listed on their bloating foods. And guess who likes to have that just about every morning for breakfast, lunch situation? That would be me. I never thought of those items as bloating food. Maybe I'm just under a rock or something, but already I've gotten so much value out of this app, and I'm actually using it because you can even log your water in there, log your mood. There's all sorts of things you can log that, and a lot of the basic trackers, they don't really offer that, in my experience. Those are great systems for me to adopt to be more in tune with why changes may be happening and to help address them further. But going back to Tracy's point and this post-workout talk she had, there are so many components to your health and well-being, and working out is just one of them. And a major mistake I was making is that I was putting so much emphasis on working out and losing sight on all of the other things that are equally as important. That if you find that you're having doubts with the method, it may not be the method that's giving you the problem. There's other areas of your life that can do that. So out of this lesson, and given I have 7 weeks until my wedding day, what I'm gonna do differently. I am going to continue doing intermediate consistently. If I have an off day, off days, that's great. But I'm gonna put more focus towards mindfully eating. Putting my fork down between bites. That's a big one for me. Eating when I'm actually hungry. Being in tune with what I actually wanna eat. Nourishing myself. Getting plenty of sleep. Avoiding things that hinder my sleep, like caffeine late in the day or a glass of wine late at night, and managing my stress. I'm going to get back to guided meditations, which really help center me and reset me in a way that doesn't have me just wanting to inhale food. I'll continue to put more videos together that go into more detail around this, especially as I navigate it and really get some footing. And as with every video, I hope this one was helpful. I look forward to sharing with you in the most honest way how my journey is going, whether that's something revolutionary I'm doing or maybe a big mistake. And for me to put so much emphasis on working out and losing sight of the other things that are equally as important, that was a major mistake. Thank you so much, and until next time.